Hello, this is Linda Carruthers, and I'm doing this video on some homemade flowers I made over the weekend. And we'll start off with this one. This is um, done off some doilies that had the bunny rabbits and stuff for like Easter. I'm not talking about doilies. Uh, it's fabric. It's cotton fabric, but they were made to look like doilies. And they got bunny rabbits and bears and all that sort of stuff on them. But this is the end of the thing, and it's in white and or cream and blue polka dots, cream background with blue polka dots. And I put this blue doily that I was given by somebody, and then I put this dark pink pearl in there to represent the pink that's in it. And I just gathered the lace is what I did. Okay, couldn't tell. Now this is one of my attempts at a rose. It's that twisted rose, and this was made out of a blouse. It's stretchy blouse. It's got it was beige with gold inlaid on it. So I just twisted it around and glued it where I needed to, and then I put this little pearl in there. And so that's my rose. Okay. Then, uh, Patty, you may remember that doily that had the doily on the inside, cream doily, and then it had the blue outline. And this, I took the blue outline and made um, leaves for this flower. So this is the flower. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those in there. And then I put this little white doily center in there and put a white pearl. Okay. Now this one I did. This was a white doily. It's not a doily, it's more of a linen type doily. And that I cut out of a piece of fabric. And then we have some more of those blue leaves, and I put 4 or 5 of them at the bottom, and I put another layer with 3 of them up here, and then I put this beautiful flower that somebody had given me, and it's made out of cloth. I put it up at the top, and I put the pearl on there. Okay, now this one, here's the crochet doily at the bottom. I took this fabric here. It's white cotton with pink roses and green leaves on it. And I didn't quite have enough to gather a flower. So what I did was I gathered it, put it in there, and to keep it from flipping up, I cut it into little bitty strips so that it makes a flower. And it laid down better than it would if I'd just laid it there. And then I took this little bit of eyelet trim that I had left. It's about 6 or 8 inches, and this is about a ½ inch. It's about a ½ inch wide. So I gathered it together and made this little flower on there. And then this is a flower trim that I had. And so I cut one of them off. I don't have many of them left. So I cut one off and put it there, and it has the pink, so that brought the pink out of the material here. Okay. Next, this is a piece of fabric. Patty, you may remember this. I got it off of one of your sales, and this is blue flowers and pink flowers with the green stems, and it's on white cotton. And so I cut a strip out of it, and I took and I made those little curvatures. You can take and fold it and keep folding it until you keep folding it no more, and then you clip one side and clip the other side, and it makes a round petal like this when you do that. like that. So this is a 3-layer flower, and the first layer I gathered it loosely so that it would be bigger than the mothers, and I made the leaves not as big. I mean, they're big. They're the big ones. Let's see, they're about an inch to inch and a half for each petal. Then the second one, I gathered it a little closer, tighter, so it would be tighter. And the petals are about a half an inch. And then the centerpiece, I gathered it real tight. And these are about a half an inch to a fourth of an inch. The petals are wide. And so I glued them all together, and I put this button on there. It's a dark pink, so it brought out all the different shades of pink that's on here. Okay, then I did this flower. I was going to use it with something else, and it just didn't work out like I wanted it to, so I made it like it is. We have a silk background. We have a piece of lace on it. And then this is like those Christmas wire ribbons, and I took the wire out, gathered it up, made this flower. I put this shiny applique on there, and there's a flower right there, so I put a pearl inside. And I wanted to layer it, but to put another length of layer, but all I found was this one piece, so I wanted to kind of give it the look of layer, even if it wasn't layered. So I put that up there, and I put these a little bit of beads down here to kind of give it the, so that you know that this is the bottom part. Okay. Then this is another one I made, and it's got the doily right here. It's a crochet doily. And then I did this one, yeah, I did this one out of a bunch of little pieces I had. So I had the doily, then underneath the doily I had this piece of lace that I laid down. Then over that I put this little bit of pink trim here. It's a pink top with a white trim right there. And on this side, I had this piece of white trim. Didn't have enough for everything to go around, so I used one on one side and one on the other. Then I put another piece of lace down the centers to cover up the fact that they were two different pieces of lace. Then I got this applique here, shiny applique. I put it down there. Let's see. Okay, so then I made a little bow here, and I put it on there. And this is made out of toil, or mesh, whichever one you would call it. I put these beads on there, give it some layering. And then I put this little piece of trim and made a flower out of it, put it here, and I put a pearl on there. Okay, now this one, as you can tell, the teal is not much. I'm not quite finished with it because I want to do something. It's actually supposed to go like that. Okay, now first of all, we got, this is double layered white. Chiffon, or anyway, see-through. And I gathered it together to make a flower out of it. And I had this one piece of blue here, so I wanted to bring out the blue and the teal. So I gathered it together to make a layer of flower. And then I put this last piece of teal on there. I'm going to put something here. I haven't decided what just yet. But anyway, and there's my pearl to put in the center. But that's my flower. Okay. Then I got this big one. It's I had 3 doilies, and this is what was, well, these are pieces of a doily that I gathered together to make one doily out of it. And then I put this piece of lace, this piece, over it to help secure it. I put a piece of satin over that. Then I put these pieces of trim here, like this has the little flowers in it. And this is a piece up here. There's 4 pieces. They're all different, but they all about the same color. And then you got this piece right here that goes down the side. And then you got this piece right here. So then, I hate to keep saying Patty, but Patty, I think you might remember that piece of pink variegated crocheted trim. Anyway, I cut them up into little pieces, and these are made the leaves. There's 5 of them there that I made into a doily, to a flower. And then I put one of these cream flowers. This is a small one. I put one of these little cream flowers that's on a roll. I cut it up, put it on here, and then put a little cream pearl on there. And my last of my flowers, this one is a small one. It's about 2 by 2, I think. First of all, there's this piece of cotton material on the back, muslin, if you want to call it that. And then there's a piece of lace. I don't know if you can tell it or not, because there's 2 pieces of lace. There's this piece, and then there's that piece right there. And then I took some little pieces of doilies, and I put them together to make a doily flower. And I had one piece that wasn't like the rest of it, so I put it over here. And then okay, and see, there's a doily piece, and there's a doily piece right there. Okay, then I took, I had a piece about that long, about 4 inches maybe, of this trim right here. So I cut it, well, it's about 6 inches. I cut it so that it would form a flower. I cut 2 of them at a time and put it on there so it would go all the way around. And then I put this one dangle strip here. I put this little bit of gold trim that I had left. So I had it dangling there. And then I put this one piece of dangle here, and I put this pearl on top of it. Okay, now that's my flowers. And then I took, some of y'all may remember when I had my sale, I had some of this maroon satin ribbon. I think I had a yard of maroon and a yard of gold. And so I thought, well, I want to do something besides just make a bow out of it. So I took it and put this piece of lace that I got from, this is a piece of lace that I got off of Donna Little. And it had the flowers in it. You can see the motif of the flowers. And so I took some black pearls. I took a pearl and put in the middle. All the pearls in the middle are white. But the flat pearls around the sides are flat pearls, and like this one is pink, big pink. Ellie, hush, baby. This one is white. I think there's one pink one right there. I thought it was white. This one is the little pink one. Ellie. This is a medium pink one. This one is white with a couple of pink ones in it. Yes, you can tell I can't see my colors real good without my glasses on. Alright, this is a little pink. And I had another flower on there. And I had ran out of my pearls. So I used these little white crystals, clear crystals on there. And there's 12 of those little flowers, but there's only 6 of the beads and the flat pearls and the clear crystals. So now I can take this, and if I can't put it on something just like it is, I can always cut me a flower off and have me a flower. So that's what I did here. And so anyway, and that's what I've done this weekend. And thank you, and have a good day and a blessed day. And y'all be safe when you're out on the road today. Bye-bye.